What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I have another top 50 9-hole course in the world for you guys today. Doing another simulator vlog here in the backyard. Today we are playing Sunnylands Rancho Mirage in California. Highly rated 9-hole course, only 2 tee box options, men's and women's, so should be a little bit easier score-wise. Hoping to be somewhere around even par by the end of it. If you saw my last video, which was the Hickory Ridge Golf Club, I had some issues out here with the light rain that was going on. There was a bunch of misreads with the R10, so didn't experience any of that on the driving range when I was warming up with my 9-irons. Hopefully that doesn't happen. So we're gonna give it a go. Got some nice clear blue skies and sunny weather, so we should be good rain-wise. But like always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand. Country Club Elite mat, my DIY kind of stance mat over here with my artificial turf tiles from Amazon, some 10x7 nets, and Home Tee Hero that you're seeing on the screen, going with the Callaway ball again. I am live on TikTok once again, so the only difference again that you guys will see on YouTube is just me walking back and forth a little bit more, and possibly answering some of the comments if people ask any questions or anything. So first hole, we've got a par 4 328. Looks pretty clear up there, so that's where we're going to aim. It is down 12 yards, so actually I'm going to aim a little bit right. It's going to basically add, so if I hit one right there at 270, it's actually going to play like 282. We're going to get an extra basically 12 yards out of this drive wherever it goes. And don't really know where it's going to go because this is the first driver swing of the day, so hopefully get off to a good start here. Pulled it left. It's not horrendous, but hopefully that stays in the fairway on the left. That's going to draw a good amount. .292 will take that, but we're in the rough or sand, desert, whatever that is. Alright, second shot, we've got 56 yards and we're in the rough, so that's going to be another 5-6 yards on top of that. So we're looking at like 62. I think I've learned my lesson of hitting my balls that I like to use over the net, so I'm going to switch out for a crappy ball here and hit a 52 degree. Decent chance this goes up and over the net, so or just hit it 30 yards over the green. That was so thin. Or 50 yards over the green. That's horrendous. Well, we got 50 yards going back the other way now. Up 1 for the slope. And another 10%. So we're at 56. Gonna do the same thing here. Hopefully I don't scull it again. Actually make it on this green. That was a waste of a stroke after a decent drive. That was better. All right. We're on. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bogey after that waste of a stroke, but we're on the scoreboard here. Second hole, we've got a par 4, 365 yards up to this time. We have water left, so I'm going to aim upright towards this palm tree up there, just in case we overcook one left. Definitely nice. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but certainly nice not playing out here in the rain, and also nice with some nicer weather. Hopefully that'll cut down on the misreads. Again, on that the last video that I did, the Hickory Ridge, that should come out before this one. There was multiple holes. There were shots where I had to hit 3-4 times in a row before the R10 would register. And I mentioned it in that one. It's kind of strange. I know the R10 is essentially waterproof, if not waterproof, definitely very highly water resistant. So you're supposed to be able to use it in the rain, but if it only registers, you know, 75% of the shots. It's kind of frustrating if you're on the range, you're trying to play a rounds like we were. Decent strike. That one started a little bit further right. .265, caught the fairway. .267. 100 yards left. So I'm gonna go 100 up one. I'm gonna go a little choke down pitching wedge. I was thinking before, I raked almost this entire thing out yesterday before the playing that course. I didn't know if possibly the leaves had something to do with the misreads, but I mean, fall time here in New England, it's kind of tough. I can't come out here with a leaf blower or a rake every single time, but so far it didn't seem to be like that's the case. It seemed like it was more so the rain than anything, but all right, 100 yards. That was thin and left. That might be long. Long, but on the green. We'll take it. Should be a par. Although it is more walking, I'm definitely getting my steps in. I have a daily goal of 10 to 12,000. These extra steps in between versus going kind of back and forth between the mat and my bag, which is directly across from the hitting mat. Definitely get some extra steps in here, which I guess is good. Third hole, par 5. I don't know. We're not going to hit it 295, but we're going to aim right about there. Decent chance we end up in that bunker, but decently wide open fairway here. See if we can get something 275 plus here. If I can get this tee in straight. A little low on the club face and towards the toe. Kind of similar to the last one. Started a little right, should come back for us. And about the same distance, tad longer. 270, the rough probably slowed it down, but at least we're not in the bunker. We've got 210 left, up 7, and we're in the rough. So the rough is going to add another 21 yards. So we're at 217, that's going to be 237, 238. So I'm going to go 4 hybrid. If I hit it well, usually this is about 240. A 240 club on course, somewhere in there. A little bit thin, goes a little bit further. Obviously fat, takes some distance off, but I am just going to double check. I want to make sure there's no water up there. I don't think there is. And we just got bunkers. Alright. Start off this first hybrid shot of the day with a decent one. Got a couple neighbors as a plane goes over. A couple neighbors doing leaf blowers and whatnot, so hopefully it's not too loud on the microphone. That was heavy and left. That's going to be short left. Might be in that bunker. Yep. Alright, now for the bunker debacle that I've explained in other videos, it says 20%, but in my experience, greenside bunkers play anywhere from 40 to 60% reduction. Luckily from 20 yards, it's not a huge difference, and then still says 20% in the fairway bunkers, but again, from my experience, the fairway bunkers play anywhere from 30 to 50% reduction. So we've got 24 yards, we've got up 1, so this is going to die a little bit when it hits as well. So we're at 25. 20% would be 5 yards, 40% would be 10. So I think it's going to play close to 10 to 15 yards longer. So I think I'm going to play about a 40-yard shot here. I'm going to go choke down 52. And we'll see if my bunker yardage discrepancies remains true. That was right around that, should be right around that 40-yard mark for that shot. Could be even 45, and it's right in there. So yeah, that played a good 20 yards longer than what it was saying. We'll take the par. Fourth hole, par 4. We've got 378, relatively straight. We got water in front, down 7 yards, which will help. So we're gonna aim right about there, right side of the fairway. Turn one over a little bit to the left. Struck it decent, but I started towards the middle, and that's going to turn over more left than I would like. Luckily, we aimed up the right side, but that still might be in the rough on the left, just in the fairway. 289 though, we'll take that. Grab some Gatorade real quick before the second shot while I think about it. We got 92 yards down 1. So we're at 91. It's going to be a choke down pitch. Alright, so basically in my head, I'm going to try to play close to a 100-yard shot here. Even 100 yards, the 91 is right to the middle of the pin, so 5 to 10 yards long still should be on the green, but essentially you're going to try to play a 100-yard shot here and just take a little bit off of it. That might be too much. I came out kind of hot. It was straight, pushed a little bit right, but that might be closer to like 110. Did we get the +2? It was 103, so that was like 10 yards long about. We got it. It stayed on the green for a par. All right, fifth hole, par 4. We've got 408. It's a dog leg right, and we've got that water up there, which I don't love. So we're gonna aim. Gotta make sure we turn this over. We're gonna aim right there. I'm not gonna hit it 304, but that's the line I'm taking. Gonna start it there and then turn it over. There's bunkers on the left. I'll take that all day long versus basically a drop stroke for a penalty into the water. But I'm gonna try to, like the other ones, start this right, have it turn over. Oh, I don't know about that one. I was high on the club face and pushed right. That might be right into the water. I don't think that's going to turn over a whole lot. Yep, right into the water. At least the R10 picked up what I felt like happened. Unfortunately, it's a drop stroke now, but we've got 187 up 4, so we're looking at 191. Plus we'll call it another 19 on top of that because we're in the rough. So 191, 201, 210 with a tree there right against the water. I don't love that. 210. Guess I'll go 4 iron. Yeah, I think debating either 4 iron or 5 hybrid. I think the 5 hybrid, there's a decent chance we hit that tree, so the 5 hybrid would be good. If we catch that tree, it'll give us some more distance. But if we don't and we clear it, that 5 hybrid could go, usually I play that to about 220, 230, so that's probably way too long. So we're gonna go 4 iron. Hopefully we get this started, it gets up and over and clears that tree over the water. I know it's heavy and pushed right. Hopefully that has enough to get over the water, and that should clear the tree to the right. Bad shot there, but at least it's dry. Alright, 51 yards left. Up once, we're at 52, and then the 10% in the rough, we'll call that another 5-6 yards. So 58, call it about a 60-yard shot. I'm going to do the same thing, switch out the ball here, and go more of a fuller swing with the 52. Not even as much a fuller swing, because I'm still choking down about 2 inches on it, but I don't have to worry about if I hit it up and over the net. That was pulled left. Should be a decent distance, but definitely left. .78, man, long. So that was long left. Probably not ideal switching out these balls with different type of spins and whatnot. But all right, 28 yards, and then we're still in the rough, so call it 3 yards on top of that, so we need 31. I'm gonna go back to the Callaway and hit a 56 here. Usually I aim here for a 30-yard shot. I choke down to my right thumb is right on the in between the metal and the grip, and right in here, that yellow line of the net. If I hit something right about there, it's usually a pretty good stock 30-yard shot. That's what we're going for. Now that was decent. It was a tad thin and left, so that might be a little longer. That might be close to 35 and left. Yeah, 33 and left. So that was accurate. That's what happened. Unfortunately, it's going to be another not so hot score, triple bogey. Yikes. 6th hole. We got some work to do here to get back towards even par, or +4. 219 par 3 up 2, so we're at 221. We've got a bunker protecting in the front, and we got a bunch of bunkers around it. I'm gonna go 5 hybrid off the deck. Again, like I said in the other shot, usually I play this to about, if I hit it good, about 220, 230. Definitely don't always hit it good though, so we shall see what happens here. That was off the heel and left. Usually those fade. I don't know if that's going to fade a whole lot. Got it to work though. +2 for a par. We'll take it, but we've only got 3 holes left. We got to get at least 1 or 2 birds here to bring the score back down. That triple bogey was just killed us. We were, I guess, at +1 before that, and then we jumped up to +4 real quick. 7th hole, par 5. Usually the par 5 is where I can gain some strokes back if I hit one good. I don't love those bunkers. We'll probably end up in those, but we're gonna aim right here, right side of the fairway, try to draw one, turn one over from right to left again. Although that Hickory Ridge video that I've been talking about that I recorded overall was pretty frustrating. But there was one cool hole in particular that was ended up being pretty cool, so I recommend checking that video out. That was popped up so high. That's only going to be about 200, 220. Popped up towards the left. 240 left into those trees. Yikes. Hit way underneath that. All right. Second shot, we got 310 left. And we're in the rough with these trees, which I don't love. I'm going to have to aim over this way to the right, and there's a very high chance I still clip these palm trees going through there. Yeah, we're gonna aim there. I'm just gonna rip my 3 hybrid, try to make up for some of that distance. Super heavy and left. It's probably going to be either into those trees or it's definitely going to catch those that started left. Hopefully it kicked us out. Yeah, we're going to put this close here. 123. No rough reduction, no slope, so I'm going to go a slightly choked down pitching wedge. Usually on course I play my pitching wedge to about 135, so just gonna choke down a little bit, take a pretty full swing at it. Should be decent, came out pretty straight. Hopefully I didn't put too much on it. And I did, but it's still on the green, so 130. Decent strike though, we'll take that. Able to scrape out the par, despite that pretty terrible tee shot. 8th hole, par 4. 409, pretty long par 4. Nice open fairway though, so we gotta redeem ourselves here. We're gonna aim slightly right side, right middle of the fairway, 282. Gotta stay a little more level, I think, on my setup. I hit way underneath that last one. Still high on the club face, and that's gonna be heading pretty far left. At least it'll be farther than 240, but oh, not much. 248. I don't know about that. That one was definitely hit better than the other one. So either the other one was generous or that one was a little bit short, in my opinion. But either way, we've got 162 up once. We're at 163. Kind of in between 9 iron and 8 iron, closer to at 9, so I think I'm going to try to close down at 9 just a little bit. We've got, usually my 9 iron's about 155, 160 on course, anywhere from 150 to 160, so 155, and then 8 iron's about 170, 175, so. Let's see, if I close this face down a little bit, launch it a little bit lower ideally, should be able to catch at least the front of the green, if not get it there. It was straight, but I hit that heavy as well. Hopefully that catches the front side. I don't know if it will. That could be 10 yards short still. Yeah. Should have gone 8 iron. 20 yards left. 20 yards plus, oh, we're in the bunker. So 20% would be 4 yards, 40% would be 8 yards. I think this is going to play close to 35 yards, so I'm going to go 56. Just take a little bit off of a 30. Actually, I'm probably going to hit about a 30-yard shot here. Might still come up short at that. That was pretty close. That's probably 35 yards right there. See what happens. Came up a little long by the looks of it, but we're on the green. Bogey. Gonna tack another one on. Unfortunately, now we're +5, I believe. Struggle bus. This is for an easier 9-hole. Usually, this is there's been some difficult layouts here with the water and whatnot in some of these holes. So, 9th hole, par 4, 374, 260. It's having us. If I can look where we're going. It's not letting me see the layout of the hole, unfortunately. I'm trying to expand it, and it's not. So I guess we're just gonna have to go with looking from afar. We're gonna aim right about there. There's water up there, so it's kind of strange. Don't know why that happens. Granted, I am wearing 2 gloves, but that's never happened before with the touchscreen. I don't know if that's just a slight little bug on this particular hole. Hasn't happened this round, and it hasn't happened in previous ones. Don't know why I can't basically zoom out and see the whole course or see the whole hole layout, but it is what it is. That was close. Ball fell off right as I was about to hit that. Hopefully that didn't register on the R10. I'm going to double check that. It's going to be unfortunate if that gives us a stroke for just falling off the tee. Alright, it didn't register, luckily. And that one is low on the face and off the heel and gonna go pretty far left. Can't find the sweet spot right now. Alright. I don't know, it's hard to tell. We're definitely somewhat in the trees. I don't know if we're right behind a tree, right in front of the trees. Either way, we've got 137. And then the 10%, that's going to be, we'll call it another 14. So 147, 151. So I'm going to go 9-iron. I'm going to aim just a tad left, just in case, for that water. Have no idea what this is going to do out of those trees. There's a decent chance we're right behind a tree, so it could just go about 2 yards off the base of this tree, depending on where we actually are. But gonna try to hit a nice smooth 9-iron, hopefully catch the green. This is turning into an ugly round score-wise. Kind of climbed up the face. That's gonna be, if we don't catch the trees, that might still be short. Barely caught the front, so we got it there. +2, par to end it. Unfortunately, not a very good score, but I'm gonna grab some Gatorade quick before we take a look at this scorecard. So, from Sunny Rancho Mirage. This is saying Sunnylands Rancho Mirage. This is saying Sunnylands Golf Course, but that was the only option for Sunnylands, so I'm assuming that was the right course, and it was 9 holes. In California, we ended up with a 5 over 42. Not great. Score-wise, we went bogey, 3 pars in a row, then we went triple on 5, which killed the score. 2 more pars, a bogey, and then a par for 42. Par was 37. 3 out of 8 fairways hit, that's not ideal. Want to be at least 4. 5 out of 9 greens in regulation, that's at least above 50%, so we'll take that. And the putts, not great there. That's 1 shy of 2 putts a hole across 9 holes, so not the best. Certainly not near even par, which we usually like to be on these easier 9 holes, but like I mentioned, there were a few holes here where the layouts were tough with the water. We had at least one in the water that I can remember, but it is what it is. So another top 59 hole in the books. Let me know if you guys are watching this, if you have any kind of courses in your local area, maybe your local municipal, or just any course, either local or world famous. If you'd like to see me play it, let me know in the comments. Just give me the name of the course and the location, and I'll just double check to see if it's available on the R10 and Home to Hero. There's a very high chance it is, but let me know. I have a list going of the subscriber and viewer requested courses, so let me know on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.